The problem with the upcoming EZA for this LR physical Trunks is that you are literally required to run the Space Traveling Warriors category to reduce incoming damage, and there's only one leader for the Space Traveling Warriors category, which is STR BOUJACK. I do not expect every single global player to have STR BOUJACK, so in this video, we're going to discuss some possible team builds, some ways to use this Space Traveling Warriors category, but getting around the fact that we don't have STR BOUJACK. That way you guys can still take on this EZA. That way you can still power up your Trunks if you need to. And of course, obtain all of the sexy rewards, including the stones, from this EZA. Now, of course, I have to catch someone lacking with today's subscriber challenge. So, if you are, really quickly, if you are that one person who doesn't have STR ThickJack in your box, you have to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. You got caught lacking. I don't know what to tell you. But if you do have STR BOUJACK, then you can skip the subscriber challenge today. Let's hop straight into today's video. So, again, when it comes to this EZA, I want to make it very, very clear that you need Space Traveling Warriors to reduce damage received. You also need legendary power to increase the amount of damage you're going to deal to this Trunks. So I've seen a lot of units, especially during these LR EZAs, that, you know, you'll bring a unit just because they have legendary power, but if they don't have this damage reduction, even if they're like a top tier LR, they still could end up getting clapped from this EZA. So you really, like, we're going to focus heavily on Space Traveling Warriors here, and we're going to start off with the very first possible lead that everyone should have, which is this EZA free-to-play LR Prime Battle Frieza. If you don't have this, I really don't. Actually, you know what? Skip the BOUJACK challenge. If you don't have this guy completed, you really have to subscribe to the channel, because this is, like, again, a free-to-play LR. His EZA dropped a long time ago for Global Dokkan, over a year ago. Actually, yeah, way over a year ago now. So this is something that everyone should have already completed in their box. This unit works because not only are they a part of the Space Traveling Warriors, not only are they an LR, so they have access to the legendary power link, but they're leading both extreme and super class. They're giving 4 key 90% to extreme, 3 key 70% to super class. Granted, these are not the biggest buffs of all time, and I understand that, but if you're rocking this unit and you have like a BOUJACK friend, I feel like you should be good to go, because again, remember, this Frieza will be doing extra damage and he'll have extra defense against the event, so it's almost like his stats are being buffed regardless. All right, now in terms of who you can use with this Frieza as leader, you could have STR Turles if you have him. This guy is going to wreck the EZA. He's another LR, so he has legendary power plus a not terrifying conqueror, sorry, the Space Traveling Warriors category. You also have a unit like this Frieza. Again, this Frieza is not the greatest unit of all time. He has aged tremendously, and honestly, he's kind of dog water doo-doo. But again, he is STR, he has type advantage, he'll have reduced damage received while doing extra damage. Like, this guy could definitely survive in this EZA, especially if you have this guy link level 10, because the big bad bosses link that he has is going to really carry this guy again. And remember, I have not completed, or I have never tried this EZA because I don't play JP, so I'm going based off my previous experience for LR EZAs. I've actually used a lot of units that are not good anymore, but they've helped me in specific EZAs, because again, you like these things, these weaknesses are super important to taking down LR EZAs. There's just only 10 stages. You need to maximize these weaknesses to beat LR EZAs. So even though this unit is not that great, he has type advantage, so he'll be taking less damage already and doing more damage, plus the extra input damage for legendary power, plus the extra damage received that he'll have because he's on the Space Traveling Warriors category. So this guy could definitely work if you have him. Next, we also have LR Beerus and Whis. Now, again, this guy is a super class unit, but again, he is still being led by the Frieza here, because Frieza, again, does lead super class. And on top of that, he will be buffed by, you know, BOUJACK, who does lead Space Traveling Warriors as your friend leader. So this unit can still definitely work. Again, they are not a fantastic unit whatsoever, but they're still having things like legendary power active, and they have their Space Traveling Warriors link, so you're going to be good to go. And another one is LR Pan. LR Pan is a unit you probably really want to run in this event. Again, she's not the greatest LR of all time, but on top of her having damage reduction because she's on Space Traveling Warriors, and on top of the fact that she has legendary power, she also has 55% damage reduction in this event. Honestly, bro, you could probably run a team and just throw her on the team, regardless of who you're running, sorry, because she has so much damage reduction that she's going to be like a key defensive unit in this, so like even if you're running a leader for this EZA that this unit isn't on, still probably run this Pan, because again, she's going to be really good for reducing the amount of damage you're going to receive from this event. So again, like, this is a key unit and she's completely free to play. So like, she's been out for a very long time. Everyone should already have her. So it is what it is. And wait, let me see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LRs. Yeah, so that's basically all 5 LRs on the Space Traveling. We're all STR LRs on Space Traveling Wars, as you guys can see right here. So the next option is to bring like a TUR or another unit that doesn't necessarily have legendary power, but can support these other units, right? So I think one option is definitely this STR Topo, who honestly isn't even a bad leader himself, right? 3 key, 80% to all types. So you will be giving 10% less to extreme units, but giving 10% more to super class units like these two right here, if you were going to bring this Topo as, your leader. But the thing with this Topo is that he's actually really solid. Not only does he support with all allies key +1 and 40% to attack and defense, but the moment you drop below 70% HP, he activates 40% damage reduction, which definitely could help you surviving in this event. And of course, on top of that, if you do put him in slot 1 and he attacks first, or super attacks at least, he'll be raising the attack of all allies by 30%, which of course is very, very valuable. And of course, I said of course 15 times, but you get the point. He's on Space Traveling Warriors as well, so he won't be doing extra damage because he doesn't have legendary power link. I'm speaking so fast, I'm sorry. He doesn't have the legendary power link, so he won't do extra damage, but he will have the reduced damage received because he is on Space Traveling Warriors. So this guy can definitely work if you have him as a leader, but just as a support for the rest of these LRs if you have these LRs right here, okay? And then we have STR Whis. STR Whis will not work as a leader, unfortunately, but STR Whis does have the incredibly handy dodge mechanic. So the fact that he's on Space Traveling Warriors, so he'll have reduced damage received, but on top of that, a lot of the defense that he gets from dodging, plus the dodging itself, this unit could be very valuable for you in this event. So please, just keep all of that stuff in mind. But let's just say, for whatever reason, that you don't have this Frieza, and I don't know why you wouldn't, but let's just say you don't, or maybe you do, but you want a better leader for your team, you definitely could go with STR Cooler. STR Cooler, even though he doesn't lead Space Traveling Warriors, he is on the category. So what you could do is you could bring Transformation Boost units or Terrifying Conqueror units that fit under his leader skill, but also fit under the Space Traveling Warriors leader skill as well. So for example, let's say you bring this STR Cooler as your leader, right? Next, you could easily bring this Frieza, because this Frieza is not only on Space Traveling Warriors, as you guys can see down here, but he's also on Terrifying Conqueror. So this Frieza, if you have him, works. If you don't, then it is what it is. Next, we do have this STR, what's his face, Turles, who is on both Terrifying Conqueror, since he leads the freaking category itself, and of course Space Traveling Warriors. If you don't have Cooler, you could bring this unit as your lead as well, because giving 130 and 4 key to this whole category is definitely a lot better than giving 90%. It's definitely going to help you out a lot more, that extra 40% to attack and defense. Next, we have this Frieza, who's on both categories, Space Traveling Warriors as well as Terrifying Conquerors as well. So that's 1, 2, 3 units plus 4 for Cooler. This unit will not work, unfortunately, because they do not have Terrifying Conqueror, so Cooler will not be buffing this unit. And same thing with Pan. Pan will, again, this is my point with Pan. Even though Pan won't be getting buffed by the leader skill, she might still come in really clutch with the damage reduction, so you might want to run her anyways. Again, this is just me going based off my previous LR EZA experience. The fact that she's just so broken with that damage reduction, she can definitely come in clutch regardless, even if she's not having another leader skill buff. So just keep that in mind. And again, if you're running STR BOUJACK as your friend lead anyways, then she's getting 170% to all stats regardless. So again, I feel like she could work no matter what leads you're actually running, at least with your lead, your leader unit, if you will. And then we have this Topo, which again, Topo could definitely work because he's still supporting. He's not on Terrifying Conquerors, but I feel like if you're below 70% HP, again, I'm just trying to run through the scenarios of what if you don't have if you don't have Cooler, if you don't have Turles, if you don't have the free to play Frieza or even BOUJACK, then I guess like I don't even know how would you really go about beating this EZA. You have to be really careful treading around this, right? Because again, like honestly, this unit could work as well. They're on Space Traveling Warriors. They're completely free to play. They are supporting extreme class units, and they do foresee enemy super attacks. This unit is completely free to play as well. So if you run this unit, let's say slot 1, right? They won't do extra damage, but they are raising defense. They're raising allies defense by 20% on attack and defense. Wait, okay. They're raising allies attack and defense by 20% for 1 turn when they super attack. Sorry about that. They are also supporting. They foresee enemy super attacks. This unit could be a very valuable member of your team when facing off against this EZA. So you might want to include this unit, who, by the way, is this unit is free to play. She's free to play, and this guy is free to play as well. You please tell me you have these units in the comments, please. This is why I'm saying, even though free to play units may not be the greatest of all time, they're definitely worth it, because you never know. You never know when you're going to end up needing them. Okay. And then, of course, this unit could work as well. Again, like Raditz, he's not like the great, like even after his EZA, he's not really that great, but he is on Space Traveling Warriors. He does get a decent amount of attack and defense. He does raise his attack and defense by 50% on super. So after super, he'll be taking a lot less damage. Like this unit could definitely work, and he's really, really old. So I feel like there's a decent chance that you probably have him as well. So let me know what you guys think. You really want to focus on bringing Space Traveling Warrior categories regardless. Like again, for example, like this Frieza here, okay? This AGL Frieza is another unit who could definitely work in this EZA, because he is on Space Traveling Warriors, and he has the legendary power link. So you could honestly like link this Chad up right here with this guy. And these two could be a really powerful rotation for you. And Frieza will not have any, you know, weak... Actually, I think Trunks... I have to see, let me see the conditions here. Usually it'll say Trunks will reduce the amount of damage received from a specific type. I don't think this EZA specifically does that though. Yeah, however, they won't be able to bypass Trunks' damage reduction against specific types. So yeah. So when it comes to the EZAs like this, it seems like Trunks, regardless, is going to be reducing the amount of damage he receives from other types besides STR. He might even reduce damage received from STR units as well. So this Frieza may actually end up doing like 0 damage on stage 7, 8, or 9, or even like the last stage. Because again, his damage will be reduced because he's an AGL unit and not necessarily an STR unit. So he could do extra damage because he has a legendary power. Linked up with some other pretty powerful units as well, but it's tough, man. You really want to focus on bringing STR units who are on Space Traveling Warriors and that are LR. So these 5 LRs are going to be really good for you guys to run. Frieza is good. This guy is best to run all 5 of these LRs if you have them, and then you want to focus on bringing any one of these other units as well. STR Whis works. What's his face? This Tobo. Honestly, this Pan could also work as well because she's really good for the first few turns of a fight. Let's see. Yeah, so she gets 120% defense for 7 turns, and then once that actually runs out, she'll have built up 60% dodge. So honestly, she also raise attack and defense as well. So she's actually not bad at all. She can definitely work. So let me know what you guys think about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you have some possible team builds that you can work around. Let me know what you guys think. Best of luck on this EZA, because you definitely don't want to miss out on an extra 30 stones for whatever the heck you are saving for. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I will see you in the next one. Take care and peace.